talking with us and you say you're a dog and you claim you're a dog, why you not coming to Colorado?
It's the most famous one I got. It was like, what do you want to be, a rapper or something? Like, I'm like, hey, I get what you're saying, but bro, it was a lot of negative recruiting about him. I feel like some people don't understand that he's only been there for about what, like, has it been a year yet?
Yeah, like a year.
It's been a year. Like the turnaround that program had from 1-11 to where they went 5-6, 5-6, like 4-8, 4-8, yeah. To that, it's like cool. Like you see it, like for example, like Coach Napier and them staff. How long they been there?
This is their second.
Second year. Same thing. Like you got to take some time. Like Alabama wasn't Bama in 6 months.
Right.
It takes time. Like like just give it like a year, another year, maybe 2 years. And that's going to be a real program that everybody's going to learn.
What's going on, guys? Back at it with another one. Today, we got to talk about Jordan Seaton, who just faced the media for the first time at LSU, and his comments are blowing up online right now about the training and the differences between Colorado and a program like LSU. Now, we all know Seaton was one of the top recruits coming out of high school, Coach Prime's biggest get at Colorado back then. Sure, Travis Hunter made waves at Jackson State and pulled transfers, but I'm talking strictly high school recruiting classes when Coach Prime was at Colorado. Seaton was that type of player who was supposed to change the culture there. When you start breaking down the offensive line, the defense, and different types of talent outside just receivers and quarterbacks, a guy like Seaton makes you say, okay, yeah, now they can compete with the big boys. But now it's time to get into Seaton's comments. So let's check them out.
Can we talk about your body transformation? When you left Colorado, how much did you weigh, and now what do you weigh now?
When I left Colorado, I feel like I was at a good point, but I feel like coming here, the transition from how I eat to how we work out here, is just kind of different.
So you remember what you weighed though? Were you 330 there, and now
about like 320ish,
320,
315. Right now I'm at like 305, 307, like 15, 16% body fat.
We were talking to Tradez, and he said, I think y'all live in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
He said you'll see people working out like on the levees, and you get like jealous. Talk about your new workout regime and how it's affecting you.
So it's crazy. So it was a random person. He was running hills, right? So Tradez was like, "Hey man, you trying to run hills on Saturday?" I'm like, "I'm down." I was like, I already thought about it because I just seen somebody randomly running hills. I'm like, it just made me feel like he was outworking me. So I was like, we got to run hills. So we were on the same page without even knowing, which was crazy.
Your decision to come to LSU from Colorado, can you kind of take us back? Because it was quite a courtship, and Coach Kiffin, I think, came out to see you. How did that all go down?
Yeah, my decision to come here was just based off, it just means more, Coach uses that quote, "It's just different here," and I really believe that. Being here is really just different from how we train to how we work. And the word extra around here, we're big on extra because just doing what's required is not enough.
You talk about it being different, your transition from Colorado here to Baton Rouge. Had you been to Baton Rouge before?
This is my first time, but I'm loving it.
All right, let's unpack this a bit. There's definitely a lot going on here with Coach Prime and the Colorado program. The comments from Jordan Seaton and others are, well, they're different. They stand out because they show a perspective that not everyone sees. Seaton's basically saying the culture and training at Colorado is just different than other programs, and that matters, especially when you're a high-profile recruit. Now, the departures from the coaching staff, like Warren Sapp leaving, definitely raised eyebrows. People are wondering why someone that Coach Prime was so adamant about bringing in would just leave. That raises questions, and honestly, it's natural for fans and insiders to speculate about what's really going on behind the scenes. But here's the thing, kids have the right to evolve. Jordan Seaton's comments about "if you're a dog, come to Colorado" were made when he was 18, pumped up about the next chapter. Now that he's moving on, his perspective can shift, and that's normal. Still, it does shape perception. A highly touted prospect like him saying "this isn't what I expected" naturally affects recruiting optics. Coaches and programs are going to notice that. The bigger picture here is that the transfer portal era has changed everything. Athletes don't have to sit out a year anymore. They can leave and play right away. That gives them freedom, but it also means coaches have to adjust to a system where players can move on if they're unhappy. Conversely, coaches can take better opportunities elsewhere without being tied down. So while some people might say Seaton shouldn't be talking negatively about Colorado, I get it. He's sharing his experience. The best move for him now is to focus on balling out at his new spot and let his game speak for itself, while being mindful of how he frames his comments. Bottom line, the landscape has changed. Player movement is normal. Transparency about experiences is normal, and perception will always play a role in recruiting. Curious to see what y'all think about this whole situation. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.